it has been the second weekend of Black Widow, and the box office results have come in, and it doesn't look good. Normally, it doesn't look good, but to give you a little bit of a comparison, opening weekend last week, it opened to $140 million worldwide, plus the $60 million with the Disney Premium Access. So it made about 200, rough, like $210 million, which we're like, whoa! In a pandemic with the Premium Access, it made 140 in theaters and $60 on Disney Plus. We're like, okay, cool, great. Let's curious how week 2 goes. It has dropped to a 67%, like Fast and Furious. Fast 9 had the same results. After week 2, 67% drop off. So we all understandably so, we're curious about what went wrong. Why? Because normally it's the whole thing of, if you like a movie, you can just go back to it. You want to see the movie again, keep going, invite your friends, invite your parents, invite your family, watch it with your partner, like that type of thing. And we're all curious of what we want, and same thing here with Black Widow, because the response of Black Widow has been solid. It's been good. Like, everybody seems to liking it. There's two possibilities. One is we're still in a pandemic, and people at this point are willing to see a movie once. And plus the 45 actual window, like, let's be honest, if the audience have learned that, you can, if you just wait for a month and a half, and you can rent it and buy it and watch it at the comfort of your own home. I mean, of course, people are going to be like, okay, I'll watch it once in the theaters, and then I'll happy to wait for a month and a half. I mean, it's not that fuss of a thing, but I think also because we're in a pandemic and we're still in that recovery phase, I think people are going to be seeing that movie once, and also maybe saving that money for the next big budget film, maybe Snake Eyes, Jungle Cruise, Suicide Squad, wherever that film is. The other thing is the Premium Access thing. It used to be a day, as I mentioned, before there was a pandemic, that if you liked the movie so many times, the only option you had was go to a theater. For 90 days, your option was going to the movies to see that movie again, if you liked it that much. And plus, you probably would be bringing your parents, or you bringing your family, or invite your friends and another group of friends, invite your partner, and invite another side of the family, and and so forth, right? Well, with Disney Plus, you can buy your second ticket, and that ticket lasts for like 3 months. Plus, pay $30 or $35 or £20 or how many much it costs, and you can watch it there. It's not so. Like, I was thinking of an analogy towards it, but the analogy is simply this: picture you went and saw a musical, or let's say you saw Hamilton on stage in person. You saw a live stage production of Hamilton, right? But you exit out of that hole, you love it, and you go to the merch store, and you buy the CD, or you buy maybe the physical copy of the stage recording that was on Disney Plus, like this time last year. That is basically what happened. Premium Access is the damn CD. Premium Access is the DVD. You just need to pay the $35. That's essentially what it is. And so people can have their watch parties, and they can have, invite their friends along, and all that. So here's the thing. I know a lot of people are going to spin this whole thing of the MCU's dead. Go work, go break. By the way, if you're thinking, oh, Hollywood's going, so woke in SAW, go fuck yourself. Anyway, and I flipped my bird at the I flipped the bird at you, by the way, when I said that. Anyway, or people were interested of a Black Widow movie. This movie should have come out before before Endgame, before the character died and all that kind of thing, suffer from it. But when you see the same results as Fast and Furious, having a 67% drop, it kind of does feel, hey, people are willing to see this movie once. Two, sweat that, make that fiasco window 2 months at least. Make it 60 days instead of 90 days. And not make it 45, because I think the audience will quickly pick up and hear that, I just need to wait for a month and a half? Okay, fine. I'll wait then. Watch the movie once in theaters and wait. And plus the premium access. Premium access is the CD. Yeah, you saw Hamilton, you saw Mary Was Wild, and you bought the CD you bought the soundtrack. And that's what premium access is. And that, I don't think it's doom and gloom. I think we're still in a recovery phase. I think the premium access thing is going to cost probably make around maybe 120, 130, 140 million dollars. And I also think I think in box office and theaters, it's going to make about, in total, I think it's going to break even. It's going to make Disney a little bit of money and be having confidence in other studios to release their movies now and be like, okay, like every couple of months, it's going to be 60, 30, 40, and that's how it's going to be. Comment below, are you one of these people who are like, no, you can't use the pandemic for everything. You can't use it all the time. You can't blame it for everything. There's a reason behind it. And you're like, okay. Comment below what you think the reasons of those results.